my people, you know the weekend is here. You're welcome to The Chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. The Chat is a show that tells you and gives you in-depth analysis, conversations around everything that is happening in the entertainment space. And then also, we get to sit down with some industry greats where we have conversations with them. We get to know what they are doing, what's upcoming with them. And then also, you know, if they have a concert, we show up there to actually give them all our support. My name is Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. Hit that follow button, hit that like button. Anytime you see me, let's interact. I mean, to all the people who are actually like, yo, I want to be on your show, no worries. You're going to be here. So make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, PK_Koomson. My Koomson is spelled with a double N. You can also join the conversation on our WhatsApp number 0204-447-033. I will be glad to read a message from you. Today, what am I serving you? I'm serving you a cocktail of issues because recently we've had conversations about producer, musician, artist, everything, you know, like relationships breaking down. People feel like they are having the short end of the stick and all of that. What do we need to know? What do we have to learn? What's the relationship between producers and artists? Who are they actually? And then also conversation about publishers. They feel like artists and publishers are conniving against producers, all of that. So we'll be looking at all of that. We'll have a producer in studio or via Zoom, and then also we'll have, a publisher in studio to drive the conversation with us. And then also next week, Sunday, Glorified concert by Perez Music will be here to talk about that. And then the very beautiful, the ever adorable Sina Soul will also be in studio for a conversation. So today we have a cocktail of experiences for you. So make sure you stick and stay on the show because today I have so much for you. We'll go for a break, but this time around we are going for a music break where we have the Banfra and Gigi Brass Band giving us something beautiful when it comes to high life. Let's enjoy it. You're welcome to The Chat.
High life music to the world now. Say what? Get up. Be on your feet, be on your feet. Tell them say what? Okay, I like I say, say, I like I say, I like I say, I like I say. Me when it was me water. To me to me casa bonko bonko me when you was to me wata me was to me tase mo me wanu to me casa eh anyone go away asumi katia na manu go can ya sembo na mo anyone asumi katia amanu go ka ya sembe na mo aya wo ma me give you was so me water. Me was so me tasemo. Me was so me to me casa. Me when he was me water. Me was so me tasemo. Me was so me to me casa. Me wa. Masua. Na manu ikokai. Oh, there's a moon. Asuya, Manrico, what doesn't mean I'm I saw my boko. Invest your phone. What in the day? Everybody from Sonani. It's over. Hey, quick. Hey. Let's go.
Let's go now. Pansra, let's go now. Masanabu, the way. Odi, Baramiai. Masanabu, me koya maintenance. Odi. So they can see me up on me on. I hope they guarantee to me. Some no need so they can see me up on me on. TTB and the oh, TTB and the TTB and the oh, girl be and the oh, I'm a girl be at work on my fra. Girl be and the baby mama. Once I the minutes he gets in no bianchi me the fear bring me some more. Hey, no bene, no bene, no bene, no
You're welcome back to the chat right on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. Today, we are having a conversation about the artist-producer relationship and then also, publishers. So these three, there's an artist that will actually put their music together. But before the artist gets to put their music together, there is a producer who actually puts the melodies together, and then the artist actually puts the flesh to it. So I'll say the producer gives us the skeleton, and then the artist puts flesh to it, where then we have the complete music. Now, when that is done, most times they will need a publisher to help them, put the songs out there, if it's DSPs, whatever it is. And then now when the song starts raking in some revenue, then people start looking at, okay, this goes to the artist, this goes to the producer, and this goes to whoever contributed to making the song what it is. So today, we've been hearing stories about producer, artist, fallouts, because producer feels like artist is shortchanging him for the work that he's doing and all of that. And artist also feels like producer just did a bit of it, didn't contribute to the marketing part, didn't contribute to promoting the music in any way, shape or form. So they shouldn't have their due, if I put it that way. Also, most times you realize that the artist feels like the producer sometimes are just paid off. So producer will charge, okay, this beat is going to cost you, let's say, $20,000. So the artist pays that, and then that's it. Now, when producer sees that the song is now so big, artist is cashing in on the song, the producer feels like, hey, $20,000 was not enough. I think I deserve more. So we'll be looking at all of that and what actually contributes to us getting to this point when it comes to our music industry. Because recently we had another fallout between one of the biggest acts in Ghana and then one of the biggest producers in Ghana as well. So today, we are not here to say who is right, who is wrong, but we are here to educate all the young creatives out there. If you're a creative out there and you're a producer out there, today is for you to learn so you can know what actually goes into music production, everything that we do. And in studio, I have Stash Gray, who is a publishing executive, marketing and publishing admin for music. He will be helping us with the conversation as well, because he, has helped, people publish their music, follows up on the revenue for people with their splits and everything. And then all the way in Nigeria, we would also have Kabre Adeyemo, who is an associate, a music lawyer. When I say associate, people will be, but he's a solicitor. So he's a music lawyer with High Tower Solicitors. He will also give us his perspective as to, what can be done to curb some of these things. So I have them in studio. And then we'll be having a few people joining us via phone call, where we get to engage them to understand everything that is happening when it comes to music as well. So Stash Gray is here with us. And I also have Apietus on a phone to actually have a conversation with us. So let me start with Apietus, because since he's on phone, he will be doing it with us. But yeah, I'll be starting with Stash Gray in studio, so we can move on with the conversation with our artist-producer relationship and then also publishing. How are you doing, Stash?
I'm good.
Are you doing fine? It looks like it's a calm weekend for you.
It's been from one wedding to the other. So
oh, okay. How many weddings today?
I think I did 2 today.
2 weddings today? Wow, that's good, that's good. Special shout outs to wifey and the kids as well. You won't understand, but I know what I'm saying. But let's start the conversation off from here. Who is a publisher? Most times when people hear publishing, they think straight up books. But when it comes to music publishing, who is a publisher when it comes to music?
Okay, so let me put it in a layman's term. A publisher is more like the middleman between an artist and the DSPs.
Okay, so the digital streaming platforms.
Yes.
Okay.
So not just the digital streaming platforms, even TV stations and radio stations are part. So the publisher's job is to trace or track wherever the music or the product has been placed or streamed or placed. Yeah, they have to trace or track and get all the fundings or the royalties, as we call it, for the artist, because if it is left for the artist, they cannot actually do all of that alone, because you can't be combining publishing and creativity at the same time. It becomes a whole lot of work. So that's why the publishers are there. They serve like your lawyers. At the same time, they serve as your accountants. They try and track, get wherever they need to get you the funds, and not just the streaming aspect. They try to get you other opportunities, which is the sync licensing and the lyrics, monetization, and all of that. That's basically what the publishers do.
All right, cool. I mean, you can hold your horses there. Let me get onto the phone lines and speak to Apietus. I mean, since he's on phone, I'm sure he will be leaving us at a point in time. But hi, Apietus, how are you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm a sign and a wonder. It's been a long time.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. I'm saying it's been a long time. I mean, I saw you around. I mean, where are you hiding?
Oh, I'm not hiding.
Are you sure?
I'm not hiding.
Anyway, cool. But let's start the conversation. So today we are looking at artist-producer relationship. I mean, we are hearing too many fallouts. I mean, producers complaining that artists are shortchanging them because they feel like the artists are not giving them their due when it comes to music production and when the song becomes big and everything. You are a producer, and I just want to engage you probably on 3 topical questions. Number 1 is, from a layman's perspective, let's take that I don't know who a producer is. Can you educate the general public on who a producer is when it comes to music?
Okay. Now, way back, before this whole thing became a producer, they had different, segments to who a producer is now. In the studio, they used to call them beat programmer or programmer.
Okay, beat programmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who became then the what they call the beat maker, right? Then we also had the technical producer, the guy who be telling the artist, don't sing it that way, or maybe let's play it like this. Are you getting me? Maybe the beat should go this way. So he is now referred to as a composer.
Okay.
Before we had the recording engineer who will come and put everything together, like record the artist. For they were bandsmen, they will record the bandsmen, blah 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 blah. Make sure the levels, and that was more technical. Then we had the sound engineer who will come and mix and master for post production before the song comes into the world. Now it has been divided into 2, where they have the producer who can double act the beat maker, the composer, and the recording engineer. Then we have the sound engineer who is now the person responsible for the post-production. That means mixing the song and mastering it. I mean, even I left one thing out. There was the arranger.
The arranger, yeah.
He will come and say, this should be here, the guitar should go off at this particular bar and come back here and blah blah. There should be an interlude, what you call the solo, with a guitarist or something. All these people were in the studio, but now that work is being put together as the studio music producer.
The producer, okay.
Producer.
So if I'm understanding you, previously you have different people doing all these jobs, but now we have one person who is able to do all of this.
Yes, because I mean, we all learn in that environment, and people have become masters of that job.
Okay. Okay.
So now a producer can be your composer. You understand? Or he can just be a beat maker. So the composer is the one who will bring the idea of how the beat should go, how the instrumentation should go. So
Okay.
maybe the kick should be tick, 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 and the guitar should be tick, 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 and then the bass should go boom, 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 boom. And now the beat maker is doing all that. So this is a situation where if the artist comes with a melody, and then that melody is you compose a beat to it, so then the artist would have co-produced the song. So he
Okay.
brought the melody, and then you follow that melody with chordal progressions and all that.
So when you say the melody, is it the lyrics?
No, the lyrics are the words.
Okay.
So if the artist says maybe then you also follow it with tang tang ting 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 ting. So what happens is that melody you followed, that artist gave you that inspiration to play whatever you played.
So it becomes a co-production.
So it becomes a co-production. But if the artist enters the studio and says, "Oh, I need some beat," then out of your own, mind, you create something. Then that is you are the composer of that song.
Okay.
But whatever you create is what is also now going to inspire the artist to sing.
Okay.
So then the artist, if it's the one that wrote the words for that song, becomes the songwriter.
Okay.
You
And then
understand?
you, the producer, become the producer of the song.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when the artist sings over the song, who owns the rights to this song?
Whoever owns the right to that song is the one who pays, for the fees, all the fees for that song. Whoever paid. That person might be a businessman, might not be involved in the creation of the whole song. But he will own the master copy.
Okay. So in this case,
the master copy is the one that will go into the world. That will be replicated, and then everybody will have a copy that will be played on radios. Whoever owns that master copy becomes the one that owns that particular recording.
All right.
Because he paid for it.
good. For clarity, if I have $20,000, I'm an artist.
Yes.
I wrote the lyrics, everything. I walk into your studio. You give me beat. I don't have any melody. I don't have anything. You give me beat. I get inspiration from the beat or the melodies you give me. I put my lyrics over the song. It becomes big. I pay you $20,000, let's assume, right? And you're like, oh, okay, for this beat I've given you, I'm charging you this amount. Does it then mean that I become the owner of the song outright?
Okay, you didn't get me. There's something that you cannot buy, intellectual property. Unless you agree with the person and then you buy it outright. You cannot buy intellectual property.
Okay.
Unless you agree with whoever is creating it that whatever you create, like the way the Sonys and the Columbia Records and the Warner Brothers, they will buy the thing off you totally because they want to own it. Maybe you are buying it for this number of years, 10 years, 20 years. You cannot get any royalties from this one. Whatever you pay anybody at the studio is called studio fee.
Studio fee.
It has nothing to do with the creation of the song. It is you have the time and then how do you call it, the equipment and the people who are going to create, if you are going to call guitarists, whatever, all that money is going to service that. It doesn't mean you own the master copy that is given to you, whoever pays that money. But you will not own the person's intellectual. Intellectual property is where something in my head becomes a reality on my fingers or with my mouth, and then it comes out there. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
That becomes something that came from my head. You can't buy that one.
All right. Now,
so I will get my royalty from my publishers will track that, and I will get my royalty. It will not matter if you give me $1 million. It is called goodwill, and then the studio fee. You cannot buy unless there's a document proving that this money I'm giving to you, after you cannot own any royalties on this song. You agree? Then we'll sign.
All right. Now, what would you say is contributing to the fallout that we hear every time between an artist and a producer? Is it that we don't get into proper agreements? Is it that some misunderstanding happens? Is it that people don't start from the onset?
It's very simple. People don't understand. I've been in that situation. I've had artists come out and make a lot of noise because they didn't understand. I came to understand later. Now, I think some years ago, I wanted to become the musical president. You understand? And then you needed to understand all these things. I lost in many ways because some people realized I didn't understand. Yes. So I went back, learned the thing, and I realized, oh, okay, so that's why Obuo had upper hand. Are you getting what I'm saying? So I came to understand a lot of things, and it helped me at that time because I'd done a lot of my cut-off is big. But I came to understand now, okay, oh, so then I'm losing. Are you getting the point? I'm losing a lot because I don't understand the whole thing. So I think everybody now, Google and ChatGPT will tell you whatever you want to know. So whatever you don't understand, if you go and you Google it or you tell ChatGPT, it will give you information concerning that thing. Are you getting the point?
Good. But what would you, I mean, as somebody who has been in the game for a very long time, why do you think artists and producers rarely get into contracts? So you get your lawyer, I get my lawyer, we get our witnesses, we get into contracts. Why do you think this thing is such a bane to our industry? Because people rarely get into contracts. What do you think contributes to this? Is it too much friendship?
Okay.
Is it too much familiarity?
You know that, what is happening is the economy is part of this whole thing.
The what?
The economy.
The economy, okay?
Yes. And then the practices. That's what they don't understand. Way back, people had, in the Western world, they had, how do you call it? Split sheets in their studio. Somebody can be somewhere at their studio, and the person will do the thing and give that idea. That person might not be a producer per se, but will use his mouth to create something, and he'll play that and add it to the song. That person also owns royalties. He should be paid a certain amount according to whatever. If you look at the totality of the song, what he contributed to, and whatever melody or drum pattern the person created that contributed to the song making a beat, you also have to be given something. That person could just be the janitor. It could be anybody. It could be some your friend who has no idea but brings out some feeling that becomes sensational.
Okay.
That person has to also his name has to come on there, split sheet. But today the boys, they just enter the studio, they are feeling good, and then they create. Then later on they realize that, oh, I'm being cheated. Then that's what the fight will start. So right from the beginning, you should have split sheet. Usually the international law says the producer who is the composer that brings about the instrumentation or the beat gets 50%, and the artist gets 50%. Okay, so it depends. If the artist also helps you co-produce, then the artist will make an extra, I think, 15% or something, or 25%, an extra 15%. So that becomes the deal. Then we have all agreed and signed it and given it to our publishers, which then go to our collection society. But the publishers are working with the collection societies like the GAMO, the SAMO, the BMI and things.
Okay.
So that when anything comes up, let's say Hollywood decides to use your, how do you call it, song, whatever money that comes out of it, the percentage you are getting.
Okay. Okay.
Or if the person decides to sell an album or sell a catalog, you automatically get your money. But if there's nothing like that in the system will not be able to pay you. Because it has not been inputted into the system.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
I get you.
So what people don't understand is, there are companies where if you are entering it by fingerprint. So once you put your finger, your thumb on it, by a thumb print. So you put your thumb on it, and then he knows that, oh, this is Kweku. He came to work at this time. You understand?
Yeah.
So by the time the month ends, and he left at this time, so when the month ends, he has to be paid this much. The computer is decided. So your boss doesn't have to be watching out if he came to work early or not. But there are cameras, and then there's how to enter and leave.
Okay.
So that way, your name is in the system, and the system can automatically detect that, oh, Charlie, this guy made work this much and has to be paid that much. Same thing with this. If your name and everything is in the system, you don't have a problem. When I decided that I was giving my catalog to, how do you call it, my publishers, I had a lot of issues because a lot of the artists didn't understand. And I said, no, I said, no. So my publishers had to explain things to them for them to understand. The same thing Jay-Z does, Beyonce does. You cannot change it. That is international law. You understand? So it's not like because it's appeatus now you're going to change it. If you did not sign a contract with appeatus that this is what it is, then forget it. If you own the master copy, that means you're going to get money from your aggregators. You know who the aggregators are? Those days you call them the big bands. You know, they sell you CD, your cassette. Now they have the DistroKid. They have all Deezer and all that. They will sell your music and give you the money direct. But when it comes to royalty, this is what it is.
All right. Thank you very much, Apietus. I mean, it's been fun having you here, and thank you for actually educating us, letting us know that the economy is actually contributing to all of this. But I'll get on to Zoom because we have Kabra all the way in Nigeria. He's a music lawyer. Kabra, thank you very much for staying on, I mean, for this conversation. I mean, we've actually had, let me say, Artist Producer 101. Now, Kabri, just unmute yourself and let us know, as a lawyer, what are some of the practices that you think artists or let's say producers who mostly feel like they are being shortchanged, some of the practices they must, how do I even put it, add or learn or put in place so they don't end up at the wrong side of the case most of the time? Because you realize that most times they'll be like, oh, I did a bit for him, now the song is big and he has forgotten me. What are the things that they must do to make sure they get it right from now on?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to speak to two things to answer your question. Okay. The first one is the fact that artists and producers need to understand that they are business partners. So when they are not, no, they are friends. They are friends. I mean, they are friends and business partners. Okay. Because what we usually see in the music industry is where the artist who knows that is the one that is out there that people knows. So it's very easy for him to leverage on some certain things and leave out his business partner out of the equation. It's just a typical example is what is currently going on in Ghana, where a producer had to come out, call out a big artist that, oh, this artist has been tagging himself as and taking the credit of being the producer of these songs, right? So if that kind of mindset is inside is in the artist already, so it's going to be very hard for the artist to have the open mind to want to recognize the efforts of the producer. So where an artist and a producer are coming together, they need to understand that both of us are coming to contribute to the production and to the recording of this particular song. It's not like one person, because they are the ones that will be performing that particular song out there, they will be the ones to be in the faces of the audience. They should now convert that to them maltreating their business partner, who is the producer, right? So the other one is the fact that artists need to be very careful about the kind of music that they churn out without proper regard for the producer again. So when an artist puts out a music without documenting some certain things, even if you had the intention of, oh, this is the kind of arrangement that I had in mind, in law, if you don't document it, it's going to stay in your mind. The other party can come back and say that, oh, I deserve much more. I deserve much more than you even gave me in the first instance. So an example is where an artist is collaborating with a producer and says that, oh, after the recording of this particular song, I'm going to give you $20,000, just like you've been mentioning. And the artist goes ahead to distribute the song on different streaming platforms, and the song is doing well, right? If the producer comes back and says that, oh, I'm entitled to royalties, right? It's going to be in the producer's right to request for that, because there was no proper agreement to say that the artist engaging the producer works for a work for hire arrangement, where the producer is only working under the employment of the artist, right? So the clarification has not been made from the jump. So it's very hard for the artist to be able to prove that, oh, this particular guy that I'm engaging, I'm buying him off, I'm buying his intellectual property, I'm retaining my own, all the incomes, all the revenues that we're generating of this song, I want to be the only one taking all the 100%. So if that happens, the industry standard is what is going to be applicable. Ordinarily, a producer is entitled to 50% on publishing because they contributed to the melody and the composition, just like Apiatus mentioned. And the artist or the songwriter is also entitled to the other 50%. What about the in instances where the artist is not even the one that wrote the song, right? So the songwriter too is a third party that will now be added to the equation now, and will also be entitled to his own percentage on the publishing, right? So all these have to be clarified from the jump. Even if they are not clarified, almost immediately after the release of that particular song, you have to sit down and maybe your lawyers are going to get in contact with each other or something, make sure that everybody knows what they are entitled to. One person cannot just wake up one day and decide to go to their publisher and say that, oh, for this particular song that is out, I own 50%, I own 60% of it, while another person is feeling in the corner of their room that, oh, I own 50% of it. So it's already contradicting, right? It's an instance where they are contradicting registrations on a particular song. That royalty or the revenue or the income they are supposed to get of that particular song is going to be withheld. Right?
Sure. Thank you very much.
I mean, documentation is actually very, very important.
All right. Thank you very much, Cabra. I'll be coming back to you, but let me come in studio with Stash, and thank you very much for being patient with me, because, I mean, I needed this clarity so we'll be able to move on. But as a publisher, when you are publishing music anywhere, who is responsible for the details of the song? So, let's say producer, Ekow Koomson, artist, Stash Gray, songwriter, all of this. Who is responsible for making sure all of these things appear as they ought to appear?
Okay, so normally it's the responsibility of whoever is uploading the songs on the DSPs.
So does the publisher get to see?
Yes,
okay.
You get to see. So let's say you are the artist and you upload your songs to the DSPs. It's that same details you are presenting to your publisher for the follow-up, because if you change it on the publisher side, there will be a conflict on the DSP side as well. So it's that same details you bring. If it's the label that is doing the upload, the label is supposed to be responsible for that. If it is your manager that is doing the upload, he's supposed to bring those details. So it varies on base to base who actually is doing the uploads. Basically, that's it.
All right. Now, in all of this, does the producer get to see that, okay, Ekow is the artist. I've done a song for Ekow. Ekow is going to upload it. These are the details that Ekow is going to put out there. So I can be able to contend if I feel like, hey, you know, I am the producer, so my name should appear. Because you realize that in this case, they are saying, oh, the details were changed before it was being presented for any business deal. Is it that the producer was not being diligent in all of this, or the artist was trying to play a fast one?
Okay, so most often the producers don't actually get to see it because let's say I'm a restaurant, you come to me, you order food, I cook it for you. Whatever you go and do with the food,
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
So in most cases, that's how it happens. So until the producer tries to check with his publishers, that's when he realized that, okay, this song is up, but then it doesn't have my details on it, what's actually happening. So he would now be prompted to take actions against the artist.
All right, thank you very much. Now, we also have Yaldan, who is also an A&R with 1 RPM, also on the phone lines to actually give us his perspective as well when it comes to artist-producer relationship. Now, there's a very simple question to you, Yaldan. Why is it that, in quote, most producers wait for the song to get big before they start running around chasing for, you know, hey, like, you know, I need to get, credits for it, I need to get this, because sometimes these same producers will not be fighting for credits for some songs that they did in the past. Is it a case that a song has to be big before the producer concerns themselves with it? or regardless of how big or small the song is, the producer must be concerned with it?
I mean, regardless of how big it is, the moment you guys are done recording or producing a song, there needs to be a paperwork or a documentation on that song. So that's what we call the clearance. So there needs to be a producer agreement stating your rights on that composition, if you have a right on the publishing, and if you have a point on the masters, all that will be stated in the document. I mean, it's just based on how we do business here. Over here, we like to do like, we give you something small, we go to the studio, we record, then we go. So there's lack of documentation in most of the works we do here. So many a times, these producers wait till the songs become bigger, and they expect the artist to do the honorable thing by at least reaching out and say that maybe we did this song together, and I've been able to strike this amount of this deal on this song, so maybe take this percentage. But I mean, it rarely happens here. Then when those money comes in, then the artist goes like, we don't have any document. But mostly we don't do documentation, unfortunately, here. But yeah. But
why do you think that's the case? Is it that we do not like to keep records? Is it the case that one party greed feeds like into everything that we do? So one party feels like, I need to play a fast one to get things out of the place, or we do not understand the business that we are running. We do not see it as a business. We see it as passion, and we need to follow it.
Yeah, I think it's more about lack of understanding. I mean, it's quite recently that, we've had some few artists who are very, very strong on you clearing the records when you work with them. Back then, it really happened in the market. So it's just, we didn't really understand that when you produce, when you collaborate on a song, you need to have like a stake in the copyright and all that. It has never been a thing. So I mean, it's just a gradual process, the industry will just get caught on it, but just that is being slow in how we are adjusting to that. Yeah.
All right. Now, what would you say would be your advice to young producers out there now, to young acts out there? Because it looks like the artist gets the bigger share or gets the lion's share, and then the producer is more or less like left out. Yeah. This one, I want you to advise producers. What would be your advice to them and the way forward to curb some of these things so that they don't happen again in the future?
The way forward is to start doing, having documentation on every song you do. Even if it's a work for hire, just do like a 3-line document stating that this production I did for this artist A is a work for hire. And when you, the artist, when you engage in a producer, you need to come up with a documentation stating what are the level of engagement. Is it a work for hire? Does the producer have a point on the masters? Do they keep their publishing rights? State all that. Just a simple document stating that, and just signing off that document will save everybody that headache in the future.
Thank you very much, Yardan. It's been a quick one. I really wish I could have you in studio, so I'll punch you a bit more. But
we can schedule that sometime.
No problem. I will do that. But thank you very much for making time for us, actually. And I look forward to having you on here. In the near future.
Same here, bro. Thank you.
Cheers. Have a good evening. Now to Kabru, why is it that we don't hear some of these things, especially in Ghana, when it comes to like your industry? Because we rarely hear an artist and a producer rift. Can you give us a perspective from your side whether this rarely happens? Does it often happens? And if it rarely happens, what is it that your producers are doing right? And if it often happens too, is it that it is something that is it cuts across the creative industry when it comes to the continent of Africa?
Okay.
Hello, Kabru.
Okay. So,
hello, Kabru. Hello, Kabru.
Can you hear me?
Can you take it again? I think the network was a bit...
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you start? Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So I believe that the issue about artists and producer drifts or rifts is a national or it's a worldwide plague in the music industry, and I'm going to explain. So I don't think it's possible for it not to happen anywhere in any parts of the world, even in South Africa, in America, in the US, and everywhere. So the news are everywhere that one artist is being called out by one particular producer for a particular song, which the artist failed to clear or failed to pay the royalties, right? But in Nigeria, I think some of us have been trying to popularize the education of the music business. So the music business, in the sense that we make sure that some nuggets are being dropped on frequent basis, making sure that these artists, producers, investors, and every other industry stakeholders are getting tutored about what is supposed to be and what is the acceptable industry standard in the music industry. So we have some disputes regarding artists and producers, but I believe that there's a lot of education that's just flying around, and a lot of these artists and a lot of these producers are getting more enlightened about the kind of relationship that they should be having with each other, the kind of document that they should have, the kind of terms and the kind of obligations that they should owe each other. So I think everything is under control on this part of the world.
All right. Thank you very much, Cabra. And then, finally, coming to you, Stash Gray, what would be your advice to producers as well? I feel like this is mostly about advice to young producers coming up, and actually to producers who are in the industry who do not know. They need to know and they need to do things right. So as a publisher, would you advise producers to also, employ the services of publishers also on their side to also follow up on some of these things for them?
Of course, I would advise every producer to have their own publisher, because you can't leave everything to chance, and you can't just bank on the chances that the artist is going to do everything for you. And when it comes to the artist and producer aspect, I think they need to have clear-cut communication on who owns what before the song is even uploaded, basically.
Thank you very much. It was very short, but it was actually very, very heavy. Make sure you have clear-cut communication. Who owns what? Who owns the masters? Who owns, my intellectual property and everything? And then also make sure producers should actually have publishers who speak for them, because I realize that most of the time they do not have their own publishers, so the artist tends to do anything because, hey, he doesn't know, so I'll play a fast one on him and get to go with that. Thank you very much, Stash Gray. Thank you very much, Cabra. Thank you very much, Yaudan, and also Apietus for contributing to this. We'll be able to delve deeper into it another time to educate people more, because once you have a creative industry that is growing, we need to educate people for them to be able to do things right. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we have more for you right here on the chat. We'll be right back.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Work is always effective with Nasco Home Appliances. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. And Nijepa, I want Nasco feel. Nasco, bring home happiness.
Me pay so dear me sister me dad dear me chibiana me amshishimi akuna ida me many tears some de me sakana me say me ida so te sika se dia so da mu hwe juju so mo bag de ho dia me ba bi free so one hwe bag na ma won na me hwe wow se me nya kwanfo bi na na mo sori o
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rema City of Worship. Media partner CTFM in town.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spells with a double N. Like I said earlier, next week, Sunday, 31st of August 2025, all roads will lead to the Victory Bible Church, where Perez Music will be having his glorified concert 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the man here with me, Perez Music, to actually give us all the details that we need to know. What actually inspired this whole concept of Glorified 2000? I mean, when did it start and all of that? How you doing, Perez Music?
Bro, I'm good. It's been a minute. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Fresh AM.
Oh no, but finance. The last time I was with him, we worked on a project and it was such a. Anyway, I don't say anything about it on air. I'll just keep it cool. But I hope everything is going on well.
Charlie, God is good to me.
How has the year 2025 been for you? If you look at from January 1st till now, how would you describe it?
Thankful. I think it's starting from last year till now. It's been one of the years, or it has had a lot of unexpected events. But like. And you've also, like, anytime you survive those events or whatever, like, you is thrown at you, the survival gives you a reason to thank God, a reason to be more grateful. Yeah, so basically that's how it has been for me. Thankful, grateful.
So specific things that you look back at and you're like, yo, I'm grateful to God for this. In as much as I went through this, I'm grateful to God. In as
much as most of them are very personal, I cannot state exactly. I've been through situations where, Charlie, you could realize that this is actually the hand of God that took you out of it. Yeah, in fact, an incident happened yesterday, and it was a typical example. I wouldn't have been sitting here with you right now. Like you would either be reading in the newspaper that I'm either in a morgue or I would either be in an ICU. Yeah, but I'm super grateful to God. I mean, I am short of words.
Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah.
And how it goes for you. But let's talk about Glorified concert. I mean, the very first one that you organized. Can you run me through the idea for the concept and everything, and what you see today?
So the very first one which we organized, we had planned everything in our head, and but we couldn't really execute it like the way we want to, and it was our first time. So most of the team members were not really. And one thing I try to do is I try to work with very young people. I try to give people the opportunity to, explore, you know, yes, bring their ideas to life. And you could see in our first edition that, I mean, we're all trying to. So it was a bit, and I had lost my mom some few weeks before the event. So
the very first one.
The very first one.
Wow.
That was in 2022.
Wow.
2022. So it made it a bit some way
emotional for you as
well.
well.
A very emotional event. So we struggled a bit, but the second one, by the grace of God, it was amazing. Like, I mean, that was where we did the Sunday school medley.
Okay.
That's when we recorded the song for you, Kafu and everything.
Oh, okay, my favorite.
That one was a bit. It was amazing. It was amazing, and I believe that the team has picked up. Unfortunately, last year we couldn't host one. So, but we are bringing in the energy, the strength, and the experience and the grace on this one.
Wow. So would this be your third edition?
This is the third edition.
Wow. And most people say third is always, the Godhead.
Right.
The Godhead 3-1.
Right,
so
right.
people always look forward to the third.
Exactly.
When you look at this third edition, what would you say is like the inspiration behind this third edition? Because it is his love and kindness.
Yes, that's the theme. So every year you realize that the first edition was we're glorifying God for his splendor and majesty. The second one was his grace and mercy. And this time we are glorifying him for his love and kindness. And these are they are not just words for me. For me, I've lived them. You know, I have been awed by his splendor and majesty. I see some of the things, like even creation. You know, you walk around, some of the things that he's made, the Lord has made, and they are amazing. So the first one I dedicated that to celebrating his royalty, his splendor, his majesty. And then the second one, I clearly understood that if not for his love, if not for his mercy, if not for his grace, bro, there's no way. Because, you know, it only took grace. Bible says, while we're yet sinners, Christ came to die for us. And there's a very simple scripture that we all quote. So for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. I mean, whilst we're not even thinking about him, he knew he was thinking about us. He had plans for us. He said, I know you in your mother's womb. Before in your mother's womb, I knew you, I formed you. Yeah. You understand? So he's interested in making sure you fulfill purpose. That is his number one interest for you. So that was what we celebrated in the previous year. And this year, we're celebrating the Lord, or we are glorifying him for his love and his kindness. Because, bro, it's just been great. Yeah. And, you know, that's the main reason for this concert. It would take somebody who has lived it, somebody who has experienced it, somebody who has benefited from it, to actually be able to understand an atmosphere like what we are trying to create. Another section of people too that this concert is for those who want to see and experience that aspect of God. You understand? You want to experience the love and the kindness of God. It's like Odiache is out there. Yeah. You know, but you also need to position yourself in a way to. There's a default version of it, right? But it goes deeper. And the deeper it goes, it will depend on how aligned you are, how ready you are, and how much of him you desire.
And how you avail yourself.
Exactly. That's one of the best examples.
Yeah. But I mean, this is one of the concerts that you do, and for the past 3 years, you've been doing it for free. And to a lot of people, I mean, somebody like me, I mean, knowing how much logistics you need, promotion-wise, everything, somebody will ask, why are you doing this for free?
I mean, first of all, that's the instruction I received, to make it free, so that people, money will not be the reason for somebody not being able to attend.
Instruction you received from who?
From God.
Wow.
Actually, when this event was laid on my heart, that's the instruction. You know, I'm not just make it open to allow other people to also come. Money should not be the reason. Shouldn't be a hindrance. Somebody shouldn't say I'm not able to attend because I don't have money. No, I mean come, and you know, I have been the type that I have survived, like some of these situations, like financially, God has a way of taking me through the day. You understand? Yeah. So I am not scared. I'm not afraid. When we started planning this concert, I didn't have a dime in my account. I didn't have any money. But so far so good. We still owe. We still need money for one or two things. But I still believe that by the end of the day, the
God
Lord,
is going to take you through.
If He sends you, He equips you. So unless it's not His will, it will show. But I believe clearly that His hand is in it.
Good. Now, if somebody wants to support this project one way or the other, somebody wants to say, hey, Perez, I really love the good work that you're doing, and I want to sow into it. How can, somebody be part of this? So, then we'll talk about your one of your newest release. That's actually my favorite.
Which one is that?
Prayer.
Charlie, God bless you. So if you want to support us, you can call 059-7099-700.
Can you take the number again and take it slowly?
059-7099-700. Then, and if you want to bless us in any way, you can still send it through that number. And the name on it is Frank Tego. That's my name. Basically, that's about it.
Nice. Now, let's talk about prayer. How did you get inspiration for that song? Because that song is too heavy.
So, prayer...
it's too heavy. Do you agree it's too heavy? Let's start from there.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people say, but I just wrote it from my heart.
Wow. By the way, let me let people know. I actually heard the song before most of you heard the song. You remember, right?
Yeah.
And it was such a good song.
Thank you, bro.
Tell me about the inspiration for that song.
So I was in a period where I was personally struggling with prayer. You know, I was like anytime I needed to pray, it was a weight on my shoulder. You know, I need to drive myself to that place, and it went on for some time, and you know you're struggling, yet there's a demand on you. There's a demand on the anointing. People are inviting you, come here, come and do that. But yet still, you as an individual, you can see that you're not full.
Yeah, you're not there yet.
So you're not there yet. You're not full. Like the fellowship has gone down. So it was through that period of struggling when I was able to pull myself up to a certain level. Then one day I was just in the studio, and then this song just came. I came by prayer. I go by prayer, and I finish in prayer. And I wrote it to also encourage people, you know, who are also on their Christian journey. You know, this is our walk with God. It's a progressive walk. You know, it's not one size fits all. It's like a tailor. How do you call it? There
measuring you
exactly,
and making sure it fits you.
Exactly.
It's not somebody's fit that has to be on you.
Exactly. And you know, if you go through the Bible, God never does the same thing twice. He never does the same thing the same way twice. Excuse my love, forgive me. If He wants to give you water, one time He will tell you to strike the rock. The next time He'll tell you to touch the rock, or just give it. So if He wants to part the sea, sometimes He'll tell you that, you know, stretch your stuff. Sometimes He'll tell you that let them carry the Ark of the Covenant and walk through it. And it's the same thing, but He never does the same thing twice. In the same way. He never does the same thing twice in the same way, exactly. So I strongly believe that God deals with us. I mean, there are set rules. You know, there's a general rule. There's a framework that we all need to work within. But then He personalized. You see, Dunsin has a song that says something about one-on-one. You know, He reaches to us one-on-one. You can be 1,000 people in the room. Like, for instance, on Glorified, during the event, you can be 1,000 people in that room, but God is going to reach everybody one-on-one personal experience. See, this is the person who created us, and none of us have the same fingerprint. Yet he owns our database.
Man.
He knows we don't have the same fingerprint too. You can be twins from the same womb. Imagine the number of people who have walked on this earth. There has never been any instant where there are any form of similar
identical fingerprints.
Never.
Wow.
That's the God I'm talking about.
Thank you very much.
For me, it doesn't matter who you are. I would always say this. It doesn't matter how bad you've gone. You know, see, a friend of mine asked me something. Is there a sin that you can commit and God will call the angels and say, hey, come and look at what this guy has done. I've never seen it before. This one, there's nothing you can do that will surprise God.
He has seen it all.
Absolutely nothing. So the thought that's making you feel like you can't come to God is from the devil. Because he knows that place is a place where when you enter, you will be taken care of, you'll be safe, you'll be well loved, and he doesn't want you to feel that way. So he keeps you in bed, crying, depressed, oppressed, so then he's able to introduce certain things into your life. No matter what it is. You can be an addict, smoker, drinker, whatever. Come to Glorified. Come. It's the house of God. It's for the sick people.
Sure.
That's what the reason why the hospital is made.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
Prayers
bro.
Music. Make sure you are there next week, Sunday, 31st of August, 2025. Time is 4 p.m. And I mean, it's going to be such an awesome and a fantastic time in the presence of the Lord. We'll have Daughters of Glorious Jesus on there as well. The venue is the Victory Bible Church, just a Bayard. If you're on your way towards Malam, Bawe, Kraswa, Bayard, Usiya, or Senifaso. Usiya, or Senifaso. Just go there. It is free. And like he said, the Lord has laid it on his heart to make this free for everyone. So make sure you are there, and it's going to be an awesome time. Thank you very much, Prayers Music,
Bro,
for
God
being
bless
here.
you.
And I'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you, man.
I'll be
see
there.
You have to be there.
Yeah.
Is there a wedding ring?
You just want to put me on the
Make
spot.
one. You
Let's
check
enjoy
watch.
this one. I mean, the one that is coming this Sunday, Glorified. The commercial. Right after that, I have Sina Soul in studio to have a conversation. We'll be right back.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music, alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel 1 TV.
You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spells with a double N. We are in the season of the GA Festival, and it's just right to have the, I mean, I don't know what to say. She's in my world. She's a queen mother. Yeah, Sina Soul.
Hey.
How you doing?
We are matching.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but how you doing?
I'm great.
We're in the festive season, and I mean, as a GA, how does it feel for you anytime we find ourselves in this season?
I'm literally just coming from a family gathering.
Oh.
Literally, that's why I ran a little late, because
Yeah.
I had to go and eat some quickly and, just...
Do you love it?
Of course I do. Of course.
What do you have to say to people who try to look down on people and call it food for gods?
Food for gods, that means it's for higher beings.
Ooh.
So, if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Yeah, if you don't get it, you don't get it. That's actually very, very true. But I mean, how are you doing? How's the year 2025 been for you? How would you describe it?
I would say it's been a blessing. It hasn't been the smoothest because it was the year I decided to debut my album.
Yeah.
So it's been crazy.
But why this long? Why this long before you drop
To be honest, I was waiting for a moment, and maybe as an artist thing, my team wanted me to put out an album years ago, but I just wanted to I wanted to feel it, that okay, this is the time, this is the moment. Maybe I dragged it a little bit, but I think it was perfect timing. I think it was God's timing.
It was perfect. How much work had to go into putting this album together, from production to song selection to, I mean, clearance and everything? Can you walk me through it?
You have no idea.
Tell me.
But I'll do it all over again. I kept saying after it came out and we did all our rollouts whatsoever. We're still in rollout season though. It's not over because it's still an album. I was like, wow, I didn't know this was how crazy it was going to be. I mean, we knew, but then we didn't see the gravity at first. But it's crazy. It's we recorded about 50 plus songs and had to shortlist it to 12. That's one of the toughest processes ever. A bunch of fights happened. I mean, professional fights. But I like the song. Maybe I like a song, but then my team is like, I know you like this song because of a personal reason, but maybe it's not for the album right now. Let's keep it for another time. And I'm sad about it. So much drama, but we made a perfect selection. The clearances, like you said, with the features, all of that. That went quite easy, and I would say big up the featured artists on my album. Yeah, they made it quite smooth for me.
They made it quite smooth for you. Now, I mean, getting features from some of the people that you featured, you know, people normally say, oh, getting a feature in Ghana is very difficult. I mean, you have to go through a whole process and everything. For you and your experience, how was it for you? Let's say featuring somebody like Stonebwoy or all the features. How would you? I mean, notable amongst them is Stonebwoy. So how would you say that one went for you? Was it a drag as the narrative is, or it was just, you know?
That's why I say it's a blessing because yes, sometimes people have it hard to get particular people or bigger artists on a song to clear it, but it was a blessing. Mainly for the fact that I didn't have none of those struggles. With Stonebwoy, for instance, he invited me over to his house and we recorded the song right there, right then. He gave me the song. I took it back home. It
was a one-day job?
One day.
Wow.
One day, one moment is done. And even that same day, we recorded other songs, but yeah, that's just... Okay. But yeah, it was very... Yeah, it's a blessing. King Sack, we sent him the song. He sent it back the same day. Who else? Mr. Drew, same week, just a few days. Oliver, I went to the studio with him, he recorded his verse, I was done, I was out. Who else? Titi Owusu sent it to her, sent it back. Sefa sent. It was quite.
What would you say you did right that made them like work with you with this kind of speed? Because you know, I mean, not everybody will get it how you are getting it. You'd agree, right? So what did you do right?
I won't say I did anything right. I won't sit here and lie and say, oh, maybe my A&R did this, or I did this, or no, it's a blessing. For an artist to be able to say, okay, first of all, they like the song, to say, okay, I want to create over it. It's a different ball game, because they could have said, the song is nice, but it's not my vibe, let's work on something else. It could have been, and then let's say, they'll be like, okay, let's work on something else, but when? Oh, let's do next week. Oh, but I'm traveling, but it could have been all of that. That's why I said it's just a blessing.
It's just a blessing. Now let's come to the title of the album. Did I Lie?
Did I Lie?
Tell me, I mean, why this? Because to be honest, this is like a very interesting title I'm hearing. I've not heard something like this, to be honest, before. Because I don't know if it's a question, if it's a statement, if it's a part of you that you're trying to let us know. What's going on with the title? Did I Lie?
Do you want the long answer or the short answer?
Is the long answer going to take us to the end of the show?
Possibly. But I'll summarize it for you. So Did I Lie? Like you said, it's both a question and a very bold statement. I wanted something that was in your face, something that was also easy to say, because, you know, to grab people's attention lately is not easy. But it's mainly from my favorite poem, Soul's Errand. And that particular poem, every stanza ends with "and give them the lie." So basically, a lie in this sense means a message. So basically, I'm saying that my entire album, there's so many themes on there. I'm talking about love, hurt, life, pain, hard work, struggle. Am I lying about these things? Am I preaching truth? You know, it's just saying that, okay. At the same time, I like to say that I'm a very versatile artist. I can sing, I can do all these genres. Am I lying though? It's all in the album.
Oh, Charlie.
So it's just,
you are rushing small. In as much as I give them a good theme, you are letting them know that I'm here.
You understand?
Know?
It's like, a little bold. Very,
I'm one of the finest you can find. If not even the finest that you can find. Finest in the literal sense. Finest.
Wow.
Voice, personality, everything. I'm one of the finest that you can find in the industry. I mean, is it a lie?
You. Oh, that's nice. You see?
I'm glad I got you there with that. But I mean, as a fan of poems, would there be a time where you're going to give us some spoken word to open an album or to open a song? Have you ever thought of it?
It's most definitely. And you see, the singer in me what always happens is most of the time, my songs that are very lyrical start off as poems. And then the vocalist in me, sometimes I'm like, Sina, you can just say it. But I'm like, nah, but I want to sing it.
Sing it.
So maybe one day I would allow myself to actually just speak the word instead of singing it.
The word.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Tell me about your writing style.
Yeah.
I find it very, very interesting because you write about love, you write about culture in so many different ways. And I'm always like, this is very different. She's not singing about, let me give you a classic example. Bonyo party, when you're Jamestown. Let me tell you, that song, I can listen to it over and over, and I'm like, I mean, who is able to think about things like this and put it in a song? So tell me about your writing process. I mean, where do you draw your inspiration from? Is it you're walking in the streets of Jamestown, you see something happening, you say, no, I can write about this. And when you sit down, how do you write about it?
So like you said, I don't have a particular formula. Like you said, I could be walking on the streets of Jamestown and I get the idea. At the same time, I could be doing the most random things and it just pops into my brain. I could be talking to someone, they'll say one word and I'm like, I'm going to make a song. So for the song that you just sang, I just had the idea that, wait, I want to write about Jamestown. What is significant? What is the fun things? I don't want to make it too serious. I want to make it fun. At the same time, I want the instrumentation to also obviously represent the sound over there. So I was like, okay, let me go this, Wono Party, Akwili Suma, the festivals, the people, the type of things that people say, the various clans, all of that I had to put. And writing that type of themed songs are very hard because it could sound very like an advert. And you still have to make it a record and a song and a singable song. It's hard. At the same time, I can be in a very dark, weird room. I'll turn off all the music. I just want peace and quiet and a song will just come into my head. Or in my dreams as well.
In your dream?
Yeah.
Did you get any dream song on Did I Lie?
Did I lie?
Okay, you know something, let's just run through the songs and then you tell me where the inspiration came from.
Okay.
Let's just run through the songs that we have. So we have 12 songs.
Okay.
So, Breathe. Yeah. The inspiration from where?
Breathe was inspired by my very first single album was a ballad. So I wanted to pay ode to my starting, like how I started as an artist, to start my entire album with a ballad. So I'm like, okay, it had to be a very soulful vocal song, and I wanted people to like take in the moment I'm about to give them, which is just breathe it all in.
Wow.
You know?
And you understand why I said you could have given us breathing spoken word. Do you agree?
See?
Do you agree?
I could have just done that.
Good. Now, Big Manye.
Big Manye was inspired by the intro. The intro of the song was my mom just going off. She just showed literally that spoken word because she didn't even notice what she was doing, but she was talking to me, giving me advice about being a woman and being strong and just being fierce. So that song just talks about womanhood, what we go through, and just being strong.
Wow, you got the right people to actually feature.
Yes.
You featured Sefa, LST, and then Titi Owusu. Yeah. Good one there. Now, different place.
Different place, as the name suggests. I was in a writing camp. I was trying different things. For the first time in my whole career, I had songwriters on board. They were writing for me, and I was learning. So I was at a different place.
Wow. This one is going to be controversial.
Oh my God, I feel like I know what's coming.
Basentali.
Okay.
Is that what Malik Basentali, by the way?
So I won't lie, it is inspired by his name.
Malik Basentali?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard his name, like I mentioned, it could be one word, it could be anything that would inspire me. I heard his name immediately sounded musical to me.
Wow.
It just Basentali. Like, it's just like, wow, I want to write a record with that. So I called my management. I'm like, guys, what if, just imagine Sina's album track list. You see Basentali, what does this say? Like, Sina, what? And they're like, okay, go ahead with it. So that's what inspired.
All right. Yeah. We have a few minutes, but let's go through this. Larger Than Life, the short version.
The short version, it just came to me.
It just came to you.
In my room, yes.
All right. Arizona.
I wanted to make a dance vibe song. Wow. That's why it has Mr. Drew on it.
Okay, yeah. All right. Good Lies. Are there anything like Good Lies, by the way?
They are good lies.
Really?
Yes. People do it all the time.
Eh?
They tell you lies to make you feel good.
All right, so those are good lies.
Yes.
All right, Suloli.
A vibe. Me and Olive just vibed.
Yeah, it's just a vibe. Too Bad.
I was feeling bad.
Come again?
I was feeling too bad.
You're feeling like a bad girl, right?
Exactly.
Sexy Rhythm.
The rhythm was sexy, so I had to throw it in there.
Beautiful. Personal.
Yes. That song was written with another writer, so that was a vibe we both got in the studio.
All right. Yeah. And then Tough Times.
You know, obviously, we all go through tough times, so I had to put it in there.
Good. But it's good. You started with this, Brief, which is like opening, and then you told about the tough times, which is also very, very beautiful. But you have a new video, that will be dropping or has dropped.
Dropping tomorrow.
Dropping tomorrow.
Yes.
Which video is this?
It's for different place.
Different place?
Yes.
Wow. Would you be shooting at different places?
That's a good one, but no, that wasn't the theme. But then it's a lovely, beautiful video that features an amazing person as well.
All right, good. So we'll be looking forward to that. What time is it dropping tomorrow?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. tomorrow. Yes. So guys, make sure you go to your YouTube page, right?
Yes.
Sina Soul.
Yes.
On your YouTube page, make sure you go there and actually go check out the video, different places, which will be dropping tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thank you very much, Sina,
for
being here with me. I've enjoyed this, man. I really wish we could go on and on.
I know, we have so much to talk about.
Yeah, but we'll arrange,
Definitely.
Another extensive one, because this one was just about the album. Okay. The next one will go deeper. By the way, let me let you know that one of our major news anchors here, Omar Sanda Amadou, is your biggest fan.
Whoa.
Yeah, Omar Sanda Amadou is like your biggest fan.
Are you serious?
He's not walking into the studio, but I'm serious.
But
he's actually waiting down there for you.
Oh my God.
So just so you know. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for today's episode of The Chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. It's been fun. It's been, amazing. We've got to learn a lot as well. So make sure if you're a young producer out there, get a publisher to always be there to speak for you. To Perez Music, I want to say a big thank you to actually being here. Next week, Sunday, we are all going to Glorified at Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Bani. So make sure you are there. It's free, so you can actually go there and go glorify God for his love and his kindness. And then also, thank you very much, Sina Soul. Make sure you go stream the album, Did I Lie? Because, hey, this girl is really good, and it is actually not a lie. She's really, really good. And she has everything that makes her a complete musician, actually. I'll catch you next week, right here on The Chat. Have a good weekend.